Hi, my name is Michelle and this is Michelle's Life, and today I want to talk about winter. Not the month of December winter, but the book Winter by Marissa Meyer. I do already have a mid-book rant. I have that video down below if you want to check that out, but this will be the full review of this book. I will start off with the non-spoiler part, and I will let you know when it's going to go into the spoiler part. I will mention that if you have not read the rest of the Lunar Chronicles, do not watch this video, any part of it, because you'll be spoiled somehow. So this is just non-spoilery for people who have read up to winter but not quite read the winter book yet. So there you have it. I gave this book 3 stars. I had lots of flaws with it. And that being said, I'm a huge Lunar Chronicles fan. I stood in line at YALLFest to get Marissa Meyer's signature for 3 hours. 3 hours! So I love Cinder Scarlet Crest, and I just reread Cinder and it was amazing, and I gave it another 5 stars, and I would reread the first 3 books any day of the week. Amazing series. But I have a problem sometimes with the last book of a series where it just weighs it down for me and it's not what I expected, and this one just wasn't as strong for me as the other 3 were. I know that she had all these storylines that she had to tie up and bundle up and finish, but it just fell flat for me. If you are a Lunar Chronicles fan, I do recommend reading this book so that you get to see your favorite characters again, and the world building is great, but just go into it knowing that it's not as good as the other ones are. That being said, we're going to move into the spoilery section. So stop watching if you don't want to be spoiled. Those of you who have read Winter, welcome. What did you think of this book? I mean, it seems that everyone else has put it as a 4.5 or 5-star read, and I just couldn't do that. I couldn't give it that rating. The world building I thought was really cool, but it would have been cooler if there was a map, right? I mean, you have all these different districts of the moon, and it's a big planet, and I would have loved to have had a map. That was my first problem. My second problem is, as I said in the mid-book rant, the female characters are so weak. Oh my god, is Thorn gonna kiss me? Are you kidding me? Like, you're running away from the guards, you have this plan that you have to do in time so you save hundreds of people's lives, and you're worried if Thorn's gonna kiss. Ugh. Ugh. And then you have Winter. Oh my god, Jason, I'm going crazy, but does this blue dress make me look pretty? Just say it. Honestly, say it. Just, Also, on a character rant that I didn't talk about in my mid-book rant is Winter. This whole book is about, or is supposed to focus on Winter. It does include the other characters, of course, but Winter I feel fell flat to me as well as with the rest of the book. I understand that she's Snow White and that she's losing her mind because she's suppressing her lunar powers, but the way that they embrace her mental breakdown is disheartening. Like, Scarlet's grandmother was called crazy by the townfolk, and yet she calls Winter crazy as her name. Like, that's so demeaning. Like, I understand that she was keeping you as her pet, but she treated you as a person, whereas many of the other Lunars that you could have wound up with would have treated you far worse. So there's that element. I just don't think that it handles mental health in a good way. The next part about Winter that I don't like is that everyone just says she's nice and that everyone loves her, but really Marissa Meyer doesn't give us enough facts for why that is, other than she doesn't use her gift, she gives out gifts to the community and is beautiful. That's not substantial enough for me, and when she turns her back when people are killed. Other people, other Lunars, feel the same way as she does. They just don't outwardly say it, and I don't understand why that makes her so beloved. Of course she's better than the Queen, but she was never in line for the throne, and that was mentioned a million times that she was not in line for the throne. I mean, Cress is just as nice as Winter, if not more so. So, just because she's beautiful, everyone adores her, like, that's... I don't know how I feel about that. You know? Another big problem that I had was Lana. She has no problem just offing people right and left that are in her court, or like a slave that does something wrong, or in Cinder, she had no problem with faking, she put the mirror in the serving tray, and then the person who served her, she was gonna make the Throomage poke her in the eye or whatever. She has no problem like killing humans in the first couple of books, but in this book she has the chance to kill Scarlet and Thorn and she doesn't take it. And I understand they have a ceasefire with Earth and she's trying to make the alliance so that she can rule Earth. Does she really have that ability to refrain her anger from killing these people? Like, I felt like that was a big character flaw on her part. She didn't kill a single Earthen in the whole book, so I thought that was weird. And then I guess lastly, it's just all the strategizing. Strategizing. All your strategies fail. Stop planning and just do what you have to do. I felt like the book could have been at least 200 pages shorter if they just cut out half the strategy. All of the fairy tale elements I don't feel needed to be in this book. Like the apple thing, like she passed out and was almost dead and was in the capsule or whatever when she took the candies. And then she was also in like a comatose state when she used her abilities. So there were 2 times. Did you really need the candy part? You could have just said that the outbreak has reached because one of the the Earthens came to Luna, if you wanted to use the outbreak thing and get the antidotes. But I feel like that whole part was unnecessary. Yes, the wolf recruitment was important, and getting those civilians rounded up was important, but Winter being injured at that time I didn't feel was necessary. And I don't know, I just have a lot of strong feelings about this book. I would like to know how you guys felt about this book. I know people are still reading it since it just came out last month. I don't know, very strong feelings. Maybe I'll give it a reread next year, or maybe I'll like it more. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have read Cinder first because I love Cinder so much and I was so let down by this one. But that's my review. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I hope I didn't hurt anyone's feelings. And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Pay attention. Tons of videos are coming your way. Bye.